Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate every one of you. So, this has always intrigued me how the Simpsons cartoon show can seemingly predict the future. It's actually got a reputation now for predicting the future, which is really interesting. 19 years ago, the Simpsons predicted that Trump would be a president. Now look at that. America, you can be my ex-wife. So of course, that almost gives an idea that he was only supposed to be a one-term president, which is kind of interesting. And it just goes on like to the three-eyed fish. They did a show on a three-eyed fish. And in 1990, Bart catches a three-eyed fish named Blinky in a river by a power plant, which made local headlines. More than a decade later, a three-eyed fish was discovered in a reservoir in Argentina. Strangely enough, it was fed by water from a nuclear power plant. The episode 1990, Itchy and Scratchy and Marge, showed Springfieldians protesting against Michelangelo's statue of David being exhibited in a local museum, calling the artwork obscene for its nudity. The satire of censorship came true in July 2016 when Russian campaigners voted on whether to clothe a copy of the Renaissance statue that was put up in central St. Petersburg. A letter from the Beatles, season 2, episode 18. This is also 1991. The Simpsons saw the Beatles star Ringo diligently answering fan mail that had been written decades ago. Well, guess what? September 2013, two Beatles fans from Essex received a reply from Paul McCartney to a letter recording they sent to the band 50 years ago. The recording was sent to a London theater. The band was due to play, but was found years later in a car boot sale by a historian. So the show reunited the pair with their letter, plus a reply from McCartney. Now this one's kind of creepy. This is about a tiger. This is really tragic. In 1993, boy, the 90s must have been a good year for predictions. The episode called Springfield, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying, Love Legalized Gambling. During the episode, the magicians are viciously mauled by a trained white tiger while performing in a casino. In 2003, Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy was attacked during a live performance by one of their white tigers. He lived but sustained severe injuries in the attack. The horse meat scandal. In 1994, lunch lady Doris found assorted horse parts to make lunch for the students at Springfield Elementary. 9 years later, the Food and Safety Authority of Ireland found horse meat DNA in over 1/3 of the beef burger samples from supermarkets. Ugh! Autocorrect. School bullies Kearney and Dolph take a memo to beat up Martin on a Newton device in an episode of The Simpsons that aired in 1994. The memo quickly gets translated to eat up Martha, showing the foreshadowing of autocorrect frustrations. So the Simpsons lampooning Apple's underwhelming Newton, the iPhone ancient ancestor that had just been released and included shoddy handwriting recognition. Wow. Now that's interesting. Let me see if I can find my next one. The smartwatch. Now this is also fascinating. The Simpsons introduced the idea of a watch you could use as a phone in an episode in 1995. 20 years before the Apple Watch was released. The invention of the shard. This came in 95 with unexpected predictions during Lisa's trip to London. We see a skyscraper behind the tower that looks eerily similar to the Shard, and it's even in the right location. Construction on the building didn't start till 2009, 14 years later. There's also a Simpsons version of the library having robots. That came true. And the Higgs boson equation, 1998, the Wizard of Evergreen Terrace, Homer becomes an inventor. And there's an equation that predicts the mass of the Higgs boson particle. It was first predicted in 1964 by Professor Peter Higgs and 5 other physicists. But it wasn't until 2013 that scientists discovered proof. Holy crap. They maintain that in the Simpsons predicted the 2014 outbreak of Ebola 17 years before it happened. That's interesting. In an episode, When You Dish Upon a Star, that was originally aired in 1998, Ron Howard and Brian Grazer produce a script that Homer pitches. The script is being produced by 20th Century Fox, and a sign in the front of the studio's headquarters reveals that it is a division of the Walt Disney Company. On December 14, 2017, Disney purchased the 21st Century Fox for $52.4 billion. Wow. So anyway, it goes on and on. So what do I want to do? I actually want to ask the tarot cards, can the Simpsons, or actually, yeah, that's where I want to start. Actually, I have one last one to go on. I actually have one last thing that's really weird because it's going on right now, which I found fascinating too. Now listen to this, you guys. Faulty voting machines. In 2008, The Simpsons showed Homer trying to vote for Barack Obama in the U.S. general election, but a faulty machine changed his vote. 4 years later, a voting machine in Pennsylvania had to be removed after it kept changing people's votes for Barack Obama to his Republican rival, Mitt Romney. That's interesting. And what's happening now, they're uncovering the Republicans' false electors right now. That I don't know what's going to happen with that. But it's going to be weird. And we've got to pay attention to the Simpsons show, I think. So I'm going to ask the cards. Is this true? It's obviously true, but how does the Simpsons show predict the future? How does that happen? Somebody's connected to spirit. So somebody who's writing the show is very connected to spirit. Okay. It's almost like they've got a psychic on the show. And they can see into the future, and this is the number 7, which is mysticism. It's psychic. Whoa. Now, not all events. It's mostly entertainment, but they decided to put a few prediction shows in there. And this is the wands, looking at the future. Wands are the future. Why would the show want to do this? Because they want to warn people about negative events. They want to warn people about negative things coming. And they want to give strength to the people. And look at Spirit World. It's a woman. It's a woman that's doing the channeling for the show. And they're keeping the mouth shut about it. Look at that. Keeping the mouth shut. It's almost like they're sworn to secrecy to not let this get out. They're hoping to see changes. They're hoping through the show to change things in the world. That's interesting. And they want to show the plots. Like when people are planning together and there's plans being made, they want to show what the plans are so they won't be a secret. From a leader, a king, showing the plans. Wow. So they really want to save people from burdens and being, hurt, from people being hurt by things. Particularly people of power or wealthy people. Are there predictions for what's going to happen in 2022 in any Simpsons show? Shit. I don't like that. Damn. How many years ago do I have to go back to see what this is? 0. 0, 0. The Fool. 1, 0, 0, 0. And this is the card that has 0, not a number. Well, that's weird. I could have gotten time from any card except this one. So are they doing predictions instantly instead of 10 years to the future? Hidden. It's hidden. I guess I'm not to know this because it's not revealed yet. So whoever is doing this, which is a woman, is not wanting to give me information about this. Is the show somehow going to prevent the suffering that's coming? Helping people to move away from a difficult situation. I'm going to have to start watching the Simpsons. Something's going on. This is fascinating. B and J. So I'm going to look for episodes that have a B or a J in them. A B or a J. Or have something to do with traveling. They're telling me that I'm blocked, that I won't be able to uncover this, that they've got protections in place so people like me can't reveal what they're going to reveal. They're protected. They've got protections. Dang. And orders from their higher, the person who owns them, that owns the company. Wow. Well, let's get another deck because I'm not done yet. I'm not done with the Simpsons yet. What is coming up? What are the Simpsons trying to do right now with their shows? What is the intent behind their modern shows? 5 of Pentacles, that's still the suffering card. They want to expose where people are suffering. And look at this. They want people to get their power back. They want people to be powerful. People are suffering. They want them to be powerful. But it's a good powerful because it's the Queen. 6 of Swords, helping people move out of a difficult situation. So the show is actually trying to help people, Because I was just going to ask if there was an evil, intent or a negative intent on the show. I'm still going to ask it. Is there a negative intention on the show at all? No. They're trying to send wisdom out to the people. Okay, so that's good. And I didn't think there was, but I wanted to ask. The King of Pentacles keeps coming up. So it's a family show, but they've got their hands on what's going on the planet. Oh, I'm going to have to start watching a few of their episodes with, with a new perspective. And if you guys watch any episodes and there's anything I need to see, let me know. What do we have to know? Anybody watching this about the Simpsons shows? What does anybody need to know that's watching the Simpsons show? Whoa, they're still going to be revealing the future. That's the Three of Wands. There's a ship. Is there an episode about a ship? And this is the foreign country. There's a foreign country and there's a ship. There's something going on with a big ship, and Three of Wands is my foreign country card. I wonder if there's an episode with a ship. I gotta watch it. Here's the Hermit again, shining the light. Shining the light on what's going on. That's their job, is to shine the light. Get wisdom. That's the wisdom card. Eight of Pentacles. Expose money. Expose money. And there's the card again. To lift the burdens of the people. Gotta love the Simpsons. You gotta love the Simpsons. The Empress. The cycles of time. Here's the cycles of time. And this is that woman who is behind the show that is a psychic, and she's a good one. That's fascinating. Who would have ever thought to design a cartoon with a psychic and have certain episodes predict the future? That is something that probably back in the 90s was not even on anybody's mind. It's incredible. The Simpsons. We're going to pay closer attention to you guys now. And thanks for being part of my channel.